So Sony Morpheus is the new virtual reality helmet set that I am waiting for this. It's when virtual reality hits, it's the beginning of the end of the human race. I'm telling you. Nobody's going to leave their house. Nobody's going to do anything.
There won't be any more TVs.
Yeah, but there's not. Like you put it on and you could virtually see a giant like IMAX screen.
Right.
Like they could make you think you're watching a giant IMAX.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to feel like you're in real life. So this Sony Morpheus one is apparently going to blow away the Oculus Rift.
Okay.
And it's coming out for sure in 2016. And it's only going to be like $200. And it's going to hook up to your PS4. You got to have a PS4.
I'm buying it.
I'm calling it right now. This is going to be one of the shittier ones. It's just not going to have enough development behind it, and it's not going to be...
it's been developing for like 3 years.
This one's going to be amazing.
You think so? I think this one's going to be cool, but people are going to be improving Oculus
it's going to
Rift
come
and
better
everybody.
And better ones.
Yeah. Everything that comes out, this is going to be the first one. It's going to be kind of clunky, kind of shitty.
No, it's not. That's apparently what's going on. They're saying it's going to have an OLED display, which is like the latest. There's only a few phones that have that even.
I'm talking about like response. And
so it's 120 frames a second. So basically, virtual reality, like when you turn your head in real life,
right?
It's like thousands of frames a second.
Okay.
So the more frames a second they can get, the better. Problem is the PS4 only can max out at 60 frames a second.
Oh, so that'll chop out real
No, but
fast.
they figure out a way to double it to where it's some
like
trick they're using.
or
But,
something?
Right.
But also, like,
Basically.
the human eye is only capable of taking in 60 FPS.
No way.
I think so. I think it's only we can only process that much
It
information.
says the higher the frame rate, the less chance of nausea. If it
Right.
Because you're actually moving like in real life. In real life, when you get dizzy, like shit, like spins.
You know what I think? That's just
because of a delay.
That's just gonna be like
right.
Or
So you
sway feeling or something.
right. So you know what's crazy? I just thought they could program some kind of like trick once you're wearing it to where you're just spinning around real fast on a roller coaster or something. You really literally start throwing up.
Yeah. Well, if you can sell throw up, that would be a good thing.
wow, just monetizing all of our excrement. That's yeah. Because we're going to throw it away anyway.
I wonder what kind of money things are going to come out of this. Like, I mean, think about cam porn, for example. Like, people will be in the room with you as you're doing your loved one, right? Like, if you're hooked up with Morpheus, right? Like, my cam show starts in like an hour.
That's what I think is going to happen.
And you'll be like hovering over the motherfuckers in your.
I don't think it's going to be hovering. Like, they're going to make porns where because whenever I see those Reddit gone wild, my first thought is that chick is just super horny and she wants to get fucked. And she just likes to show guys her body, right? And guys are like that too. When they're jacking off on camera, they're basically like, I hope some chick fucks me, right? So I'm thinking these women, like, because they're exhibitionists, right? They're not gonna mind if a guy gets to experience them as long as it's not real, right?
Right.
So they'll create some. You'll be able to download chicks like on Reddit, like Gone Wild. You'll be actually downloading. Hey, you can fuck me and like play with my tits and play with my body. You'll download an actual virtual version of them.
Oh my god!
I think that's coming.
Okay, yeah, I guess
that's
like
coming,
a virtual
that's
sex
coming.
doll.
Yeah, so like when in college or whatever, guys are swapping like pictures of their girls or whatever. You know, you see those selfie shots or whatever. Yep. I think you'll be able to swap like, hey, check out my girl, man.
We're so lucky that we grew up in a generation that didn't have that.
I just want to live.
Your daughter is going to be in some weird
scary,
generation, man. Bro.
What if they can hack it to make a fake version? Like, and now your daughter's on the internet. Like, people are downloading her body and shit.
Right.
They steal.
Yeah, and whose property is that? You know,
right.
There's going to be a lot.
That is going to be scary.
That. Like, do you have the right to be having your way with my virtual body?
Yeah. I mean, by the time your daughter is your age, I mean, you can't even fathom because you're right. Technology has this like gigantic.
It's an exponential curve.
So it's like you can't tell right now.
Yeah.
You can't.
What's
really
cool
tell.
is
100 years ago we learned how to fly,
off,
bro.
Yeah. Right.
That's fucked up.
And now we have this supersonic space travel.
That's fucked up.
I think what's cool is we're going to live. I feel like I'm going to die young, but I think that we're going to live long enough. If we even live another 30 years, to see some insane shit. Like, it's going to be, like, Woo's going to put on this. It's going to be people like Woo that play Warcraft all the time, but now he's going to be in actual Warcraft world. He's barely going to be eating or drinking, sustaining himself. But, like, when he puts on his virtual headset, he's a fucking kingpin, dude. He's got women everywhere. He's rich. He's driving around in fancy cars, traveling.
I think the cool thing about virtual reality is that, like, in those types of game applications, like, you'll actually be having to move physically, and maybe your strength or whatever will be able to, in real life, will increase with what's going on in the game.
Possibly. You know what the market we should get into?
What's that?
Is dopamine energy drinks.
What?
Like something that induces dopamine. Because if you're, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you're into these haptic suits or these goggles, right? That's like a cell phone text message. It releases a little bit of dopamine. You're like, oh yes, you know, and you feel a little bit of excitement. But these things are going to remove you completely from the fucking world.
Oh, yeah?
You see what cell phones do now.
Yeah.
And like people are getting in wrecks and shit's like a real big deal.
Right.
Think about when you put a pair of goggles on and now you're in fucking Paris on the Eiffel Tower and you're like banging your favorite porn star. I mean, think about that. So think about the dopamine rush you get doing that. Then you take the shit off.
Especially when you think
see your
it's
own life
real.
and you're like, my fucking TV's on the ground. A fucking house is torn apart.
No, that's what I think is going to happen.
think
You're
about
going to
it.
have this exciting life for like
Right.
23 hours a day. And then 1 hour when your battery dies and you remove that headset,
You're gonna be right.
you look down at your body and it's all like shrunken and
telling
like
you, dopamine energy, dude. Some sort of something to pass that time
Just
by.
drop an ecstasy tab in every
There's
single
gonna have to be something.
in a
Gyms
Red Bull
might
or
not
some
even
shit.
be there anymore. I mean, people are gonna
People
be
are
so fucked up that
people are not going to want to leave. They're like, oh, they're going to get
Yeah.
depressed when they go to their real life. They're like, fuck, I just
Exactly.
want to put this fucking
That'll
headset
happen
on.
in our
and I'm
generation.
fucking king of the world once I
true.
put this on.
in our generation, man.
I think that's how the machines are going to wipe out the human race because they're saying
that'll
the machines
happen.
are taking over. No, okay. Here's 3 people that have come out in the last week, and they've actually formed an organization saying Bill Gates and Elon Musk donated.
You said this on the last podcast.
Okay, well, they donated tens of millions of dollars to form something.
I know that the things don't get smarter than us. I know.
Right. So because and then what's the guy in the wheelchair? That's really smart.
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking is coming out and saying, if we don't control this, this is the end of the human race. These are geniuses saying this.
Yeah, true.
So I think what's going to happen when the machines take over, they're like, well, we don't want to just, these humans created us. We don't want to just like kill them like cattle, you know?
Right.
We don't want to cull them and get rid of them. Let's just put these headsets on them and stick them in a corner and
Dizzle,
they can be happy until they all die
You're
off.
giving the synopsis to the Matrix right now.
But that's
Just
what's
so you
going to
know.
happen.
That's
is
true.
it?
Yeah,
But
basically.
that movie is pretty realistic of what they potentially could happen.
Damn you, Wachowski.
Hey, wait till the one comes out. All right, wait till the one shows up, then we'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right, just wait till Keanu Reeves saves us all.
So here's what else is coming on this headset, right? It's got a 5.7 inch screen. They've improved everything from the first, like even the time they mentioned it. It's an inch bigger. It provides a 100-degree field of view, which will cover almost everything a human can see.
Wow.
It was going to have 6 LEDs to track your head movement, but now it's up to 9.
Wow.
And it'll also the PS4 camera will also track it separately, so it gets more accurate readings. Wow. So,
Buying it.
yeah, it's going to be 1080p per eye.
You know what's funny is like we say PS4 to Woo, and he's like, "Pff, PS4.
I mean, my computer's much less powerful than a PS4.
Is it really?
It is.
So why do you think a PS4 is so like, or Xbox One?
Because games are so expensive for them.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's
So you just get shit for free because you hack in, you pirate
or
them.
just pirate them, yeah. Usually.
Oh, okay. So you just pirate shit all day.
No, not
So
all
you
day.
pirate shit and then you fucking fuck a fleshlight.
If you want to picture my life like that, go ahead.
It's an
I don't
exciting
care.
lifestyle, man. It's a pretty.
He's doing the minimal, bro. It's
Hey,
like the
come
minimal.
on, man.
I'm
That's
just kidding. It's
I
just kinda
am the
funny.
scum of the earth, though. So we
Hey,
can go
when
with
this
that.
whole thing goes like live, it'll be people like us that are going to be so addicted to it, and you're going to already know like the addiction, and you're going to be like, I better not really do too much of this fucking goggle thing.
Yeah, it might turn into
And
that.
we are going to be the ones that are going to turn into like the
Hey,
new Woo.
yeah, you guys are
And
the
you're going to be the one
dumbasses.
like starting the
Yeah.
sushi restaurant and
Yeah,
like
I'm
doing
the
the smart
genius
stuff.
here.
But that's a good point. Like, it's gonna be
It's-
addiction to where like it's gonna be
Right.
people are gonna stop
Everywhere.
doing everything.
Everywhere. Convenience store business
Okay,
is
let
going
me
to
ask
be a
you
big
this.
business, bro.
Fuck
If
yeah.
you-
No,
Fuck
right
yeah.
to your door business, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, like Favor and like
directly,
uh,
like delivery.
Like delivery, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I go to a
that's what
convenience store.
Favor
You want
does.
fucking almond joy and Twinkies? I'll go there.
Yeah,
and bring it
that's-
to your house for 25% more.
That's
Or-
fucking Favor, dude.
If you
Yeah,
could, okay,
yeah.
let me ask you this: if you could put on your little virtual headset
right.
and now you're just fucking buff, good-looking guy, and like you get all the women in the world. You're super wealthy, and you're just living the life or whatever life you want to live.
Right.
Would you just leave it on if you didn't have to take it off until you died? And you're gonna have friends in there. You're gonna have family.
Well, here's the thing, because you would love to have it on, but then you still feel your internal human body like.
You think your body will?
Yes, you feel yourself having stomach cramps, and you start feeling things going wrong,
right.
and you're like, all right, like I'm on a yacht in the Caribbean.
I gotta take a shit.
And some
real bad.
shit's fucked up, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like people
you got cramps like a motherfucker. And you're on a hot date.
That's right. People are popping bottles, and you're like, you feel like gangrene, and you're like, oh, something's not right.
Oh, fucking. I'm living like the Great Gatsby here, but this fucking diabetes is kicking in pretty hard right now. I'm losing my eyesight.
You smell some fucked up smells. You're like, oh, that doesn't smell like the yacht or the champagne. Like, you realize you're shat all over yourself.
It's your roommate.
Yeah.
Like,
There's gonna be.
it's your roommate who's also got the goggles on to shit himself.
I think there's enough like
You're
actual
both in the same room, just
stimuli.
bed sores on your asshole because like you haven't moved in 3 weeks.
Yeah, man.
And then some smarter roommate comes into the room and pisses all over the two, and like, they don't even fucking notice.
They're like, what?
Feels fucking this champagne, man. It feels so realistic.
Why is it raining inside this fucking limo? What's going on?
Someone popped the bottle way too hard. Shit's really realistic.
Why does the champagne
Did you
smell like piss?
Fuck, that update was really good. We should have updated these fucking things more often.
Oh,
That'll be woo. That's how he gets back the fucking human race, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm the one. I'm the one.
You come into your room, you go on, you find your roommate that's like been on Tinder the whole time. Now he's not on Tinder. Tinder's now virtual Tinder.
Yeah.
And he wilts away, starts shitting on himself, and you start peeing all over him.
I piss on him
right
to
when
save
he's
him.
popping bottles, and it's
There
just,
we go.
like, that's the experience.